This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
I'm almost entirely certain that we will be interrupted in filming this because my baby will wake up, but nonetheless, here we are. This video is less about burnout and more about the steady decline of sanity. And I'm not making this because I want sympathy or I want you to have sympathy for other creators. This is honestly just something I felt like chatting about. And it's actually crazy that I'm making 2 videos in a row just about what other creators are doing. And it really shows you how much real estate this takes up in my brain at all times. You may also be thinking that this is a highly unrelatable video concept for you because you may not be a YouTuber and maybe you're just curious and want the hot goss, which I totally get. It's more that if you're going through something creatively or if social media is really messing with you, you might find parts of this relatable. It's really that I've been doing this for, I don't know, 8 years now. We're gonna come up on 10 pretty soon, and I have some thoughts in the wake of Gerald Undun's retirement video, and I want to give some explanations because I've seen this trend like since the beginning. So yeah, I'm giving you an inside look because YouTube is a machine. Every creator starts out, and some of your favorite very well-known creators start out making what they love. They want the opportunity to do bigger and better things. They want to make films, they want to travel, but they've got big dreams and they work their butts off to be able to achieve it. Posting all the time, staying up all night, traveling, networking, emailing, maxing out credit cards to get the latest gear. Like, becoming successful on social media is not an overnight success. It's impossible to separate the dopamine hit and the warm, fuzzy feeling that like having a successful video gives you. You feel capable because you got that validation, you got that pat on the back that, yeah, you are doing a good job, you are successful, here, great job. And very quietly and very secretly, almost unbeknownst to you, your self-worth gets more and more tied to the numbers and the feedback that you're getting and the acknowledgement that you're getting online. So the effort equals numbers equals validation, and you just repeat that and you do it over and over and over again until you don't get it. Until you did the same thing you've been doing every time, but the validation didn't come. The confusion starts to come in on, am I making this because I want to, or am I making this because it performs well? Did I enjoy this because the entire time I was focused on making something that everybody else would really like and therefore like and comment on it, or did I make this for me? And that line gets totally blurred. Then you think, oh, I figured out the algorithm, I'll just make this change, I figured it out, I know what to do, I'm in control, I understand it, I can make it do what I want it to do. And really it's the opposite. The algorithm is training you to make what it wants. And I've seen that with all of the shifts that have happened in social media, and especially the move to short form video content. What I'm pushed to do now and what I need to do now to be a successful online creator felt demanding in the beginning and feels even more demanding now, and has not absolutely nothing to do with the quality of what I make, but it's a lot less important. So now you're probably thinking, well, you just quit. You just notice there's a problem and you just stop doing it and you just make what you want, and then the people will come and the recognition will come, but you're never done. And you push even further, and when you get to 10K, you want 20, and you want 30, and you get to 100K, and you want 500K, and you want 1 million. And I never said that I wanted to, like, subscribers wasn't important to me. I wanted to be taken seriously, so that number mattered. I wanted at least 100,000, that was my goal. Do I want 1 million? If you asked me years ago, I would have said that never really mattered because it felt like too out of reach. And now it starts to eat away at you because you're like, man, that must feel good. That next milestone must feel good. I must be even more successful by then. And I fear that you're probably even more messed up by then. When I started to get the success and more offers, and it was get a bigger office, get a studio, hire help, expand, I can have courses, I can have a team, I can do so much, I want bigger projects. And you think like more, and then it just loses all of the fun. Every new rising creator goes through this same thing of thinking, if I do bigger and better and more, it'll just run itself and it won't be stressful, and I'll have this recipe and it'll be amazing because I'll have even more sponsors and more money to do bigger things with bigger teams. And it honestly just sucks the fun out of the entire thing. And then you'll notice as they grow and grow and grow, they get really big, and everyone criticizes them because they lose touch with their audience, and it gets really lonely. Because the people that were rooting for you are now rooting for you to fall. You get really in your head and you get really insecure because now your self-worth is so wrapped up in this. You fire everyone and it goes back down to just you. And all of these creators stop posting consistently, or they start making more of what they want, or they just quit YouTube altogether. And you'll find most of them don't just quit cold turkey because they can't just walk away. This is now their livelihood. This feels like who I am now. Everything I am is tied into this identity. I can't walk away. When I started this completely on my own, on the side of the business I ran, thinking it was gonna be a fun side project. Maybe I'd make some extra money, get some cool opportunities, but mostly I'd enjoy doing it for you. My whole remember why you started mantra of I'm doing this for other creators to help them start their own creative businesses, especially young women. You know, that's the video that's like on the front of my channel, and that still is true, but it really, you have to keep reminding yourself that that was the goal. And every day, even though I beat myself up and other creators are doing the same thing, we are succeeding in doing that every single day, but that's no longer enough, especially in this last year personally with moving and having a baby. Those are huge shifts in my life and really got me thinking about my identity as a person as a whole and how messed up my way of thinking about that really is. Why creators are quitting YouTube is because...
You enjoying this video? Cool. Couple things I'm gonna ask you to do then. 1, maybe subscribe to my channel. 2, listen to me talk about Squarespace for a minute. Thanks. I used Squarespace to make my website. I legitimately did, even before they paid me to do this ad. The template I chose was clean and stylish, and I literally built it myself. I really struggle with design, but Squarespace made it super easy for me to showcase my portfolio beautifully. The platform is super easy for me to customize, update regularly, and I can get analytics about the purchases made on my digital products through my online store. And I run my own business, so I don't have time to learn a whole new platform. All right, so head over to Squarespace for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can use this code right here to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks, Squarespace. Now back to the video.
Why creators are quitting YouTube is because they've lost touch with themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they want to make. The goals they had have been mostly attained, and now they're looking in the mirror going, what now? So on that super optimistic, not depressing at all note, somehow my baby is not awake. Oh, she's been removed from her crib. Well, good on Dad for that. Thanks for coming to this positive note of inspiration in today's video. And I'm not quitting, and I'm gonna keep posting. I have no plans on stopping. I still love this. It's just a constant state of mental gymnastics to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. So thank you guys for watching this channel and supporting me over the years. I met so many of you at the NAB conference last week, and I appreciate every single one of you that did come up to me and said that I was a part of your beginnings in the creative field, and that reminded me why I started. So please like, subscribe, all of the things, and please turn on your notifications if you want to see, I guess, more hot takes right now. And I've got some bigger videos that I shot this last month, my trip in Yellowknife, and something I shot at the conference last week at NAB coming up soon. Goodbye, love you.